Good evening, meteorologist Jeremy Baker here on this Tuesday. It's getting chilly outside. Cold front arrived as advertised and is bringing us cooler weather and quite a bit of wind outside. Hopefully have your Halloween decorations tied down if you have those inflatables out there. It is chilly out there, well, getting there. Calaveras Lake, Morgan's Wonderland Camp, Skycam, San Antonio Airport, all reporting dark conditions. Hey, we turn the clocks back an hour tomorrow, or not tomorrow, this weekend, so it's going to get darker an hour earlier. And in the morning, the sun's going to come up an hour earlier. So we just move an hour of daylight from the evening to the morning. All right, how about the pollen count? Mold, ragweed, both are light, 290 and 20, the counts respectively. And the aquifer, of course, we didn't have any rainfall, so we're down a half of a foot from yesterday to 626.1, pretty low. And the 10-day average at 625.5, so the monthly average dropping below 36 feet below average once again. Feel free to comment, ask questions. I'll be following along on Facebook, as always. All right, how about this Melissa here? Here's the latest tropical satellite on Melissa. Made landfall today as a Category 5 hurricane over Jamaica, the western part of Jamaica, with 185-mile-per-hour winds. The strongest hurricane was Hurricane Allen. Decades ago, had winds of 190 miles per hour. This one almost as strong as that. Checking the latest here real quick. Winds are now down to 125 miles per hour, so making it a Category 3. It's right in between Cuba and Jamaica right now, heading to the northeast. How fast? North-northeast at 8 miles per hour. So it's weakened, I guess you could say considerably. 60 mile an hour is a lot to weaken, but it's still a very powerful hurricane at Category 3. Take a look at the track. We're going to see it's going to go over eastern Cuba and then pass over the southeastern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos, likely as a Category 2 or 3. A 3 when it hits Cuba overnight tonight, and then moving out to sea after that. Marcy Mahoney, hello. Good to see you once again. Hope you're having a good evening tonight and a good week. How about that Halloween countdown? 3 days to go. Do you have your costumes yet? Do you have all the candy? I know if the candy was at my place, it would all be gone. I would eat it all, or most of it. The dog might get some. Alex might get some. Right, Alex? Yeah. All right, here's your forecast. The high actually in the low 70s now for Halloween, so I'll have to adjust that for the 10 o'clock. Do a little jig just like the skeleton's doing. Keep yourself a little warm. And the forecast, again, low 70s for highs on Halloween itself. Temperatures dropping through the low 70s into the upper 60s by the end of Halloween trick-or-treating time. Sunset coming in at 6:48. Enjoy it, because it'll be about 5:45 when we change the clocks on the weekend. It's going to be cool on Halloween, but not too cool. We've had much colder weather, hotter weather too. Last year it was 90 on Halloween. In 1993, 27 degrees on Halloween. Won't be close to that. And then close to 2 inches of rainfall in 1896. Whoa, way back then. So 25% chance that Halloween is wet, but not happening this year. It's a very dry month. And hello, Mickey Shepard, I see you. All right, San Antonio, 69 degrees, Simpson, 71. Winds are now out of the north at 16. They were out of the south earlier. They've switched around to the north behind that cold front. And the humidity is down there at 58%. The dew point, about 10 degrees below where it was yesterday, showing us the air doesn't have nearly as much moisture in it. That'll continue crashing down, leading to high fire danger. We'll get to that in a bit. Temperatures, we're looking at 82 still in George West, the lone spot in the 80s. Del Rio, 69. Rock Springs, 61, where the front went through earlier. 63 in Fredericksburg, and 70s toward the coastal plain. 72 Kennedy, Hallettsville, 70, Gonzales, 70, and 71 for you in Floresville. How about the wind gusts? They are up there, especially in our eastern counties. San Antonio, highest wind gust in the past hour, 29. Fredericksburg, 30. 29 at Seguin. How about Gonzales? That's the windiest spot on the map right now. 34 mile-an-hour wind gusts. Some strong stuff. Speaking of wind gusts, with Melissa had a high wind gust in the 250 mile-an-hour range. Unbelievable. That is a powerful tornado right there. But it's a hurricane. Of course, you can get tornadoes inside hurricanes too, as they make landfall. All right, here's the fire weather watch we're talking about. Actually, it's now a red flag warning. All the counties shaded in this what would you call that color? I guess chartreuse. We'll go with that. So pretty much Bexar County, counties to the west, including Hondo, Uvalde County, up towards Comal County, and everything south and east for the coastal plain, because low humidity and strong wind will combine to create high fire danger. So if you must do any burning outside on Wednesday, keep a close eye on it. If at all possible, put it off though. Not a safe day to do any outdoor burning. And you can see the fire danger high in pretty much the same spots there. So where you have the yellow, it's the highest from San Antonio northward through the eastern hill country and then southward through our southern counties toward the coastal plains. So really tomorrow, anyone, even if you don't have that fire red flag warning in your area, still take extra precaution just in case. Radar is dry. We had that front come through, did spark off a few isolated showers in counties east of Bexar County. Most of us were dry today, though, as that front moved on through. And you can see with the water vapor imagery, kind of almost see it going through there. You see the little shots of cool air coming down here. There goes the driest air. You see it right around Dallas. You see it's kind of orangey color. That's where you have the driest of the air, where you have the blues. That's where you have the moisture around the coast, where you have the showers. That's about it, though. Salina purple. I like that. Yes, those colors for those counties, Salina purple. We'll go with that. Thank you, Alex, for that. All right, here is the futurecast. We'll walk you through it hour by hour, starting at 8 tomorrow morning. Notice you see those wind barbs, those lines that are coming down from the top or from the north. There's a lot of them. They're moving quickly. They're thick. That tells us that model is saying strong wind tomorrow out of the north. Temperatures in the morning also upper 40s and low 50s for the hill country for lows tonight. Low to mid 50s for everybody else. So it's going to be a chillier morning tomorrow, so bundle up. But by the end of the day, the wind starts to calm down a bit. Still breezy in the afternoon. Highs tomorrow, mid to upper 60s in the hill country, around 70 for everyone else. So a really pleasant day once we get rid of the wind. Thursday morning will be the coldest morning of this week by far. Mid to upper 30s for lows in the hill country. Some areas, if they dip down a little further, could see some frost on Thursday morning. So if you want to, bring in your tender vegetation if at all possible. Cover it up, but you're going to have to take that cover off pretty quick in the daytime because it'll heat up quick and you don't want to burn your plants. So mid to upper 30s for lows in the hill country, upper 30s to low 40s for everyone else, including San Antonio. And the rest of the day, Thursday is good. Lack of wind, still a lot of sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s. Friday morning, it'll be a chilly one once again. We'll see a few upper 30s in the hill country, but most of us staying in the 40s for overnight lows Friday morning, and temperatures in the afternoon warming through the 70s. So really a great few days ahead. We just have to get rid of tomorrow's wind first. All right, so how about that wind? By tomorrow at noon, the eastern two-thirds of Texas still seeing wind gusts easily in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range. 40s not out of the question. Sustained winds of 15 to 25 miles per hour. But then by Wednesday night, things really start to calm down. By Thursday, a little breezy here and there, but nothing all that crazy. And then by the end of the day, Thursday, the wind is pretty much out of here. The rest of the week, into the weekend, looks great. Beautiful weather ahead. We just have to get through the wind. All right, so here's the forecast for tomorrow. A chilly start in the morning, 53 for San Antonio. Again, 40s in the hill country. By noon, 65. Windy throughout the day, full of sunshine, high of 70 degrees. How about that 14-day? We do have weather impact alert for tomorrow for the high fire danger. That's that red box on Wednesday. Half of Thursday in the morning because of the cold temperatures. 43 in the morning for San Antonio. Halloween itself, we started at 46, end up at 77. Saturday and Sunday, highs in the mid to upper 70s and plenty of sunshine. And we keep the dry weather around all the way through the rest of the forecast with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. Beautiful weather for us. Love this time of year. I'll have more tonight on Kent's 5 News at 10. E.C. St. Henry will have your news, and Nate Ryan will have your sports. I think it's Nate, or Vinny. I think it's Nate, though. All right, so we hope to see you then. If not, have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye. Stay cool, or stay warm. Yeah, stay warm.